So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. And here we have Zenit St. Petersburg against Atletico Madrid. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The lineups for this game. The whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
A very skillful playmaker, Koke. Not the sort to get too wrapped up in his own game, because he'll graft hard for his team, but he's capable of some very imaginative flicks and tricks. He's one to watch.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Back to the keeper and try something new. Garay. Danyukov, Witzel, pumps it upfield, doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Decent ball, the defence can get it clear. Griezmann looks to dink one in. Carrasco is on his own. He's missed, but not by that far.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in. Well, that should set them on their way and get into a nice rhythm. The early signs are very encouraging now.
A long pass towards the front. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Danny takes control of it and he's on the move. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Carrasco passes it through. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Danyukov. Hulk. Atletico Madrid have a free kick. Zenit St. Petersburg to have a shot on target. Hulk. And that's a throw. Danny. That's Hulk. Hulk. Back out it comes. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Surely this time! Goal! Zenit St. Petersburg! And Zenit St. Petersburg take the lead. A deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Zenit St. Petersburg break the deadlock.
Oh, they've done well to take the lead there, but they can't let their opponents back in. They have to stay focused.
Now it's Torres. Felipe. Hulk doing well down the right, but he's left himself in need of support. Up for a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Gets it upfield. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. So what now? Now it's Torres. Now it's Griezmann. Got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Tries a through ball. All Black catches it safely. Koke. Atletico Madrid getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. He wasn't very far from making something happen by him. Danny is the guilty party there. Koke. Griezmann. With the ball through, gets into some space. Fernando Torres. It's a long forward pass. Zenit St. Petersburg looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Kokorin. Witsel takes aim with a cross. Danny, can he deliver? Witsel puts it into the middle. Good delivery, no joy.
Oh, they really wanted that. There's so many players in the box. Everyone's committed to attack now.
Lombards does well there, alert. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Fernando Torres has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's Carrasco. Anyukov, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Danny goes long and forward. Can he find a finish now? Hulk crosses. Managed to get it away. Half-time whistle goes.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Zenit St. Petersburg head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
And we're underway again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Carrasco. He's gone for it! It's broken loose! Oh, that's a waste. Carrasco, fine defending there. Koke. And now the finish! He scores! Atletico Madrid are all square. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, in a game like this, every chance is vital, but they're back on level terms.
And it's Kokorin. Looks like a good ball through. Hit into the middle. It's there to get rid. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. It's a loose ball. Gabi, Koke, pumps it forwards.
An equaliser that's put the cat amongst the pigeons now, and the fact that it's arrived early in this second half makes for an intriguing watch to come. They'll be very annoyed with themselves for that.
Kokorin, aimed in towards the centre. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Torreira Carrasco. Torres. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Zenit St. Petersburg had to make a change here. Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. It's Fernando Torres. Griezmann, who's made his mark on this game. Zenit St. Petersburg emerge unscathed. They were right up against it. Kokorin. That's not going to make it. Griezmann. Crescito. And it's Kokorin. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It's come loose. Koke. Jimenez. Koke, who does have an assist to his name. Torreira Carrasco. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Zenit St. Petersburg got lucky. They have escaped lightly. Witzel. Zenit St. Petersburg keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. And he's through on goal. The home support won't enjoy that.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Petersburg, and they get themselves in front. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Zenit St. Petersburg take the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got them this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Looks to slip it through. Jimenez. Koke tries the route one option. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. So who's he picking out? Lovely feet. Gabby! Oh, that could cost them.
Yeah, as chances go, that was as good as it gets, and it could well have got them back on level terms.
And Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? Atletico Madrid are all square. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Here it comes. Fernando Torres. Felipe. Oh, good interception. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Torres. Atletico Madrid being made to look sloppy in possession here.
This late on, they need to be pushing forward if they're going to get a result.
Felipe. Looks like a good ball through. Felipe plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Disappointing finish in the end. Jimenez gathers from the goal kick, looks to slip it through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Juanfran gets into the right position to intercept. And it's Fernando Torres. Griezmann. Danny. Thrust towards the front line. Kokorin. Chance! Kokorin. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Hulk! The ball's... What a finish that might have been.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. Test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Zenit St. Petersburg conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Javi Garcia with the ball through. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Felipe, played out to the wing. play for a throw. Atletico Madrid have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. Spoon forward, clears it out of harm's way. Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Fran tries a through ball. Keeper's ball. Fran. Koke. Now it's Griezmann. Lombards boots it upfield. Gabi. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking to get within range. Goal! Zenit St. Petersburg! They have retaken the lead in extra time!
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Zenit St. Petersburg go into the lead. Gabi. Koke. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Keeper's got good distance on that. Half-time, extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? And it's Kokorin. He is looking a bit leaden-footed now. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Going for goal! It's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
GIBA just knew instinctively where the ball was going to end up. That's clearly been worked on the training ground, and the understanding is pretty exceptional between them, and it was beautifully worked.
Zenit St. Petersburg take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Hits one! And that would have been game, set and match.
And if they don't get the job done from here, he'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a three-goal cushion. Should have finished things off.
Javi Garcia. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Aimed forward. Done very well to intervene. Crescito. Now the pass. Danny. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Silvio. Koke. Passes it through. Into stoppage time. They must make something of this. Gets it upfield. Griezmann. Garay does well to read it and intercepts. Crescito. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Hoisted towards the area. Sees it all the way. Silvio. And the referee brings it to a close. Zenit St. Petersburg always look the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the result. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It was a win that can be put down to left-sided sharpness. There was some tremendous football played on that wing, and a striker's dream to see so many crosses of good quality into the box. And you know, it was a real risk and reward approach that gave them the crucial advantage.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.